Salut, salut, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu vas bien. Je suis la Reine Dieu, bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Sunsets and Spirits for August 21st, 2024. Before we get into your elemental readings, I must first ask you to please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, leave a sweet, kind comment below, hit your notifications or post notification buttons, and please share the video. I hope that everyone has had a good weekend. I hope everyone has had a good couple of days, the start of the week. I want to apologize. I know that Wednesday nights are supposed to be for the virtual online coven. However, yesterday I had to go under the knife and I was under anesthesia for the first part of my day, for half of the day. In fact, I still think I'm having some effects of it because I have a low tolerance for everything because I don't drink or smoke or read books or anything like that. Um, so I had to go under the knife yesterday, but I'm here today, and um, and so I ask for your forgiveness, um, because tonight is supposed to be about the coven, and but I know that I just have to do all the things. But I also just ask you all to just be patient with me this week and next week because I am so behind on getting this space ready to move that I just have to dedicate the time next week to do that, unfortunately. Um, oh, I'm glad to hear this, Brandon. Thank you all so much. Oh, yes, y'all know me. I'm good. I'm bounce back, keep it moving kind of deal. Uh, so, so we are all good on this end, um, and it's just a matter of some. There are some things that as you all know, I'm on this journey to IVF and surrogacy, and there's just a lot of things that I want to make sure that I am good with. With my own personal body. Like I don't need to go into this journey stressed. And so I just require all of the things and making sure that I'm good in every aspect, shape, way, form, and fashion. So I just had to go through a little procedure, situation of it all. But I could not do anything yesterday. And even today, I was like, after, I don't know what I was doing earlier today. And I was like, girl, you still are getting waves of that stuff because you're still a little lightheaded and my focus isn't quite there. So I was I was not bad off yesterday and like, oh my goodness, I'm dying. But I definitely was not present. That is for sure. So merci Charles, merci beaucoup. Um, So there's that. And I will actually do more conversations on these kind of things on my other channel. And I also just want to say thank you also very much for liking and following and subscribing the other channel because that's where you're going to see my journey of IVF and surrogacy and all of that jazz. Um, and so yes, I do want to make sure that everyone know for a fact that that is not the right one, baby. It is not February. Can we scroll down a little bit? It is the Big Witch August Community Service. It is available now. Please remember that you can always break your payments up into 4 easy payments. If you're going to get this, I also encourage you go ahead and get the Working Ritual Weekend as well because you can break it up into 4 easy payments, no shipping, and all of that jazz. This is going to be a huge, huge, huge um, community service. I don't know if you all paid attention, but The community service will be happening on 8/8, the 8th month, on the 26th day. 2 and 6 is 8. And it will be the last community service that I will be doing in this location. The link is over in the bio. So yeah, so next Monday is a big, big, big day. Don't miss out on that. Et voilà. Also, I do want to just remind you all that our working ritual weekend is coming up. Tickets are on sale. We are going to be lifting the veil. I am so excited about this because when I tell you, your head is going to be so big when you leave, because when you really see your power as a psychic, your power as a medium, your power as a spiritual healer, the cleansing, the purification, and the ability to get out there in the water with our ancestors, the Sunset and Spirit Soiree, as well as the riverboat cruise. It's going to be incredible. You do not want to miss this. The tickets are available now. The link is over in the bio. Remember, you can break all of these up into 4 easy payments via PayPal. So there's that. Good evening, Riley. How are you doing? So we spoke a little bit about this and that. I've asked for your understanding and patience because honestly, this week, I should have taken off this week. I should have taken off this week, to be honest, and probably next week. And I say taken off, but it's not taken off. It's disassembling this thing and all kinds of shenanigans, and moving all this stuff. There's a lot. But I do know for me, for example, I am the kind of individual where it's like, if I cannot think, if I don't have that clarity as the zodiac signs that I carry, I'm just not going to do, because I need to be sure and clear. And with everything going on and knowing that I had a procedure coming up and all of those things, it's just like take one thing at a time. Excited to go to working ritual weekend. I'm going to arrive a day before so I'm not late. Baby, you won't be late. We'll be sending out a schedule of everything, so forth and so on. So don't stress. I don't know if there's any more. Who is this? Pardon-moi, je suis désolée. J'ai oublié le mot. It is Canadian Peter halls. I think there were 2 halls rooms available. I believe so. No, we just got a lot to do, a lot going on. And I also still think GC, I'm still feeling the effects of anesthesia from yesterday, to be honest. So there's a it's so key, Violet. Yeah, so sage for the conjure facts, without a doubt. Okay. And listen, let me tell y'all something too about my whole little procedure. It was it was something that I requested. So don't y'all think for 1 second somebody had gone, oh, see, I did something. The queen had to go under the knife. No. Please don't be unsmart, not intelligent. Okay, don't be her. So it was something that I requested, but I just had to go under the knife, point blank, period. So just saying. Like a lot of times people want to be brave on social media and all of these things. Let me make this part real clear. What I had done yesterday, I could have had done a year ago, but I think a year or two ago, and I didn't. So, um, well, some people, love to be like, oh my goodness, I killed Queen's plants. You remember she said her plants died? I did that. I mean, I honestly have not heard anybody be so dumb outside of that one group in 2016 that has dwindled down to a mere two, maybe three, two and a half. I don't know. But yeah, um, just don't be that girl. A BBL, what? Not a broke, bitter, and lonely. Not a, and I don't think that's a bounce back situation. Not broke, bitter, and lonely. I'm just saying, we don't have to go to the doctor for that. That's just called America, my baby. So, I have a question though. I do have a question for everybody. Cha, I ain't laughing about a week. It hurts. Listen, y'all know that I don't have that much sense. I really don't. My mom says that if I had, she said, if you had any sense, you would be dangerous, is what she said to me. Yes, so there's that. So let us get into this is the last um reading before we get into, well, no, because we'll be here tomorrow. Getting into Virgo season here in just a second. So yeah, Mama Bear is definitely keeping me in line. So I like to ask, where are my fire signs? Where are you? Um, where are my fire signs, my darlings? So tomorrow we'll be back on. I'll do my best to be back on Friday too. And then on Sunday. Hey Brooklyn, how are you doing? You all make sure y'all go check out Witches of Atlanta. That's a podcast that Brooklyn and Witch Mama has brought back into the limelight. I have to get back on Spellcast Podcast and start uploading our things. Um, but I will tell you, yesterday, after coming out of surgery and being at home all day, yeah, I had some very, very what do you call these? I had some very big revelations um about just like my life and like, and this wasn't like I was in a meditative, no, baby. I'm just sitting here almost in a daze, not trying to meditate, but definitely just really observing things because I was supposed to take it easy, and I'm just like, I'm seeing things. I'm just like, we have some big changes. I have some big changes that I have to make. Yesterday, and the in the conversation too, IVF and surrogacy and all of that jazz. And if you are interested, the link is over in the bio for our GoFundMe. Um, Baby, y'all listen. Like I told you, I'm not. I pray that we get what we need to get by November 1st. I really, really do. But I was sitting at home. I was like, this is something to really understand. Having a baby is not the same thing as being a parent. You know, having a baby is not the same as being a parent. And ain't that the truth? There will be some big changes over here too. Yes, indeed. And I was sitting and looking at the house and looking at, and I honestly, in my phone notes, I have there saying, you know, I need to reorganize and figure out things, because I'm thinking I want to go back to school in September. There is no way I can do that in September in moving, getting everything situated. There's so much stuff here that still needs to be done, like in the business. But then I'm like, when I'm looking at the time in my day, what time do I have to parent? What time? And it's very strange because it's like, I understand people just like, whatever, just carry a baby with you, do this and the third and all of that jazz and whatever. I know that it's not going to be that, but really being present, and I'm looking at my space. I'm like, well, first and foremost, this ain't even baby ready to any capacity. But then also, where is the time? How are we going to? And so literally, you will see me on my personal channel on how I am reorganizing my life to parent, not just to nest to have a baby, but to parent. Um, I get paid tomorrow, and I'm gonna donate to the GoFundMe because after all you done for me, it's the least I can do. Thank you so much, Brooklyn. You're so kind. I am so honored and humbled by your kindness, Brooklyn. Thank you. So yeah, let us get to it. Fire signs. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept. Fire signs. Nous avons the Jack of Hearts. This card communicates that we are going to be experiencing some new things, new relationships, new ideas. These new things are going to bring new emotions. Understand this when it comes to these new relationships, whether they're personal, platonic, platonic, whatever, business, professional, etc., so forth and so on. It's very important to understand that when this card comes up, you need to arrive in the presence of these new experiences. But understand this: your worries, your doubts, your anxiety, your stress, that question, that is normal. That is normal. But do not allow that to take the wheel of this road. It is imperative for us as fire signs to accept or receive the new relationships, the newness that is present, but allow it to mature before we make the decision on this is something that we like or don't like. You don't know if you like the apple on the trees if the apples never grow, but you done went ahead and threw your hands up and said you're not going to do anything because you don't see what you want to see right away. That's not how relationships go. So just be aware that there are new things that are coming, new things that are happening, new things that are present, new things that we will be involved and be introduced to. Allow those things to mature. Give it time. Don't judge too quickly, and don't give in to the doubt and the worry or the stress of those particular things. D'accord? Super. Merci beaucoup. Earth signs, where are you? You're such a great role model, Queen. We're just honored to join you on this journey. Merci. Thank you, Josie. And I often, being a role model is something that I struggled with as when I was growing up because I started my business so young, which is like, for example, I was going back and listening to the Witches of Atlanta podcast, and you would hear how heavy my voice is. That is me coming right from teaching cheerleading and gymnastics and screaming. And I think at the time, I don't even think I still had mics and those kind of things. But I also understand that for all in those years of me doing all of that, I literally did not experience life to the fullest because I was like, I am a role model to these children. I can't say certain things. I can't do certain things. Um, I changed the way I talked altogether, um, to be more universal for them. Um, and I was what they needed to be. Um, and now today it's like I'm just present, and if I can be a light, I hope to guide the way, even if it's not spiritual and it is more mundane and earthly, kind of deal. So voila voila. Um so yes, please like the video. Merci beaucoup, Vikila. Earth signs, what do we have for you? Earth signs, je suis désolé. Je suis désolé. D'accord? You have the Nine of Spades. The Nine of Spades communicates a space of suffering, a space of agony, pain, worry, anxiety, stress without the known reason, which is why you suffer. Let's make this part very clear to my earth signs. And I must ask you, are you suffering, or are you choosing the pain in which you live? Are you in fact suffering, or are you in fact choosing the pain in which you live? When this card comes up, a lot of times, a lot of us want to claim trauma, want to claim traumatic childhood experiences, want to claim agony and torment and suffering. I'm drained. I just can't do this no more. I'm drained. This person's draining me. This person's draining me. This person's draining me. Are they draining you, or are you giving them what they do not deserve? Are you feeding this parasite because it is more comfortable for you to operate in your pain and in your peace? Because when you have peace, it seems strange. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I will not do this, man. Something's up. Something's wrong with him. What you mean? Mm-mm. Ain't nobody that happy. Oh, What you mean you want to support me? What you want out of this? Or what else are you doing? Or what's going on? Just because you are unused to something like peace, happiness, and bliss does not equate to toxicity, suffering, agony, or pain. So it's imperative for you to understand that what you are going through may be a self inflicted experience and not, in fact, suffering. If you choose your pain over your peace because oh, well, I know what the problem is, but you have not accepted what the problem is, and you have not acted on the truth of what that problem is. This is why your truth is not necessarily the truth. Be authentic. No, be truthful is what we need to do. This is a very different space But we live in a space where every time you turn on your phone, somebody's saying that you are the victim. You're not the problem. So you think that everything is happening to you and missing out that many things are happening for you. Okay? So don't take this card and go, oh, I don't accept that. When, baby, you are creating it. Don't you dare come to me talking about queen. I don't have a peaceful home, but you're going to your house starting shit. Don't tell me you want to complain about the rain to the storm that you are constantly creating or that you prefer to be in because it's mama or daddy or it's my sister or my brother or them are my babies. Your baby is 50 years old. Well, I just don't know how to go on and move on. Then stay in it. But don't you dare be upset with the world and be out here putting hell just because you are comfortable operating in your pain versus your peace. A lot of you have to begin to give yourself the opportunity to understand what good feels like, what sweet feels like, what kindness feels like, what compassion feels like, what affection is, and receiving it without fear so that you can begin to trust it. Oh, I'm so lonely. No, you are alone. You're choosing to be lonely. But you don't want to change. You don't want to choose a different person. You don't want to choose something better because you much prefer just choosing the same man or the same woman with a different face. My job doesn't respect me. I can't make enough. But you won't leave. Just because they say they see you does not mean that they are acknowledging you. So at what point do you take your life by the reins? Is all that I'm saying. I'm suffering, but you won't change. No, baby, that's complacency. You're complacent. And then you are upset. You go to work every day upset. Leave there even more upset. And then come home and don't understand why your husband, your children, your dog, your cat, your pig, your frog, your mouse, your house, the fox in a box, why they are all treating you the same way your boss is treating you. It's because you have now taught your universe that you will deal with it, that you're okay with it. And even if you're not, you gonna make it work. Baby, that ain't suffering. That is self-mutilation. Dare I call it professional suicide? Intimate, romantic suicide, relative suicide, physical. My body is suffering. You lactose intolerant. Stop eating the cheese. What do you mean? You're not suffering. I just don't understand. I'm out here being spiritually attacked. Stop running around the French Quarter, my baby, and Jackson Square talking about you down here with the Lavos. Baby, I think this is on you. And the reason why I have to go so hard when this card comes up, because it literally means hell on earth, because some people are living it and don't understand why. So you're going to have to do divination. You're going to have to get some answers. You're going to need to get a reading. But the majority is literally you. En suivant, air signs, where are you? Where are my air signs? Oui, un principe magique pour la terre. But for air signs, my dears, nous avons the 8 of clubs. The 8 of clubs communicates that this is the moment that you must accept that you are going to take your life by the reins. This is a card that follows up right behind the Earth card that says that you have to be that leader. You have to boss up. Don't complain about the life you have. You do not decide the life that you want. This is saying that this is the time. If you want it, go make it happen. Because it's not going to happen. Oh, well, things will just happen. No, they won't. So don't you dare complain about the life you have if you do not decide the life that you want. How can you get there when you don't know where there is? Okay? It's very simple here. This is the time to make that decision, that change, that move. What are you going to do? This is the time for you to boss up. This is the card that said, if you have been considering doing this on your own, making your own way, this is your confirmation. Tu as raison, ma chérie. Ou mon cher. Super, Kirsten. Super. Félicitations. And water signs, where are you? Où est l'eau? Où est l'eau? All right. Snapper Apple says, take it easy on me. Water signs, nous avons the 8 of diamonds. This card is communicating to my water signs that unexpected blessings are coming your way. Unexpected blessings, let's be clear about what an unexpected blessing is. An unexpected blessing is not the blessing, is not the prayer that you prayed or the petition that you put out or the thing or the conjurings that you've done. That's not what the water signs, that is not what this is saying. What this is saying is there are blessings coming into your life that you are not aware of, but you need to be open to. Ma grand-mère, elle disons, pardon-moi, nous disons, elle dit, she would say, or she says, don't lose your blessings on the banks of the river, or essentially, yes, don't lose your blessings on the banks of the river when you may receive them on the shores of the ocean, or don't lose your blessings on the shores of the ocean as they may come on the banks of the river. And what this communicates is be open in every avenue, every road that you can, every path there is, so that you can be blessed in every way. Make sure that when you get that $20, you treat it like 20,000. When you get some dried fruit, that you treat it like it's filet mignon ou wagyu. D'accord? It's important that you don't dismiss the small and large blessings that will flood your life. But don't you be so focused over here. Okay. I'm gonna just give this as an example because it's just something that that I think people can relate to. Oh, I done lit my candle. I'm ready to have my dream for my ancestors to speak to me. But your people weren't dreamers. And so my people won't talk to me. My people hate me. Nobody likes me. Everybody thinks I'm the worst. No one wants to. The ancestors are bullying me. Why are the ancestors dragging me? Oh my goodness. And all of these things. Well, no, my baby, it's not that they're not coming to you via dreams. They're coming to you through your music. What are the words of each of those songs that's on Pandora that's going back to back to back to back, that's giving you the same confirmation? Or it's the trinkets they've placed on your path as you go along your day. Or perhaps it's the smell of hot donuts that your uncle would always bring through the house and always made you feel um strong and brave enough to do what you need to do. But the reality is, because you were so focused on it being a dream, you missed every other way to receive your message. Okay, I done my road opening work. Haha, I'm waiting for this money to come in. You don't get 2 cents to rub between your fingertips. But because you did not see money, you dismissed the blessing of the refund you ended up getting on something because you overpaid, or you've gotten a month free rent, or you got this free X, Y, and Z, or you have just been outright gifted something. But because you didn't see the green, the bright, this is a problem. And it's in those moments where you miss these blessings that you don't acknowledge, appreciate, and provide gratitude for, that your ancestors see. Let us step back and watch this. Since we're not doing enough, since we're not guiding he or she, they, them, etc., to wherever they need to go, I'm going to just step back and watch. Félicitations, impressive magic. So it's very important that you are able to recognize those blessings in that way. Now for our collective reading. But before we get into our collective reading, I do want to remind you that the August community service is in fact available now. There are limited big bundles, and you may say, well, what does a big bundle come with? It is coming with the compelling dirt, summoning dirt, banishing dirt, protection dirt, a private Zoom class specifically for those that buy the bundle, and destruction ash, which I will teach you where to all about it. I will teach you all about it in the class. Um, and truly, 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 you don't want to miss this. This community service turns luck around. It removes present obstacles and attracts and protects urgent desires. A big reason why this community service is very much, or actually unlike many others, is because a lot of times the working that I do, it is gentle in the turnaround. This is a demand, a demand. This is a demand. This is you will not, you will do. And so it is more aggressive. It is more aggressive. And as it should, And there's a reason why, God, at Butterfly, I do these services, because I know what you're going to need coming up. I know what's coming. I know what's coming. Our collective reading, the spirits have provided that we are going to be approached or introduced into new spaces, new people, new relationships. Allow ourselves the opportunity and grace to allow these relationships to form, to mature before we make our decision that we are suffering in this particular new space. When in truth, all we need to do is decide what it is that we want. And once we have begun to act upon those things, we will be blessed in ways that we did not even prepare for. Is the complete collective reading of this evening. I thank you so very much for your energy, your time, your efforts. Please share this video. Allow me to know how this collective reading has benefited, giving you insight. I know what it has done for me, actually. And in the comments, once the video is uploaded, after we finish here. Thank you so much for your energy, your time, and your efforts. Until next time, y'all have a blessed one. Merci. À bientôt. You can use the holy water. Brandon, go get you some pine with the holy water and wipe yourself down. Okay? Also, is it your chest, Brandon? Are you having difficulty breathing? Like respiratory, upper respiratory situation, Brandon. Excuse me, everybody. I do apologize. I was about to dip out, but I want to make sure that Brandon is okay first. You light a new candle, my dear. You keep a candle going. The glass and all of those things, just trash. It can be thrown away. You didn't do a spiritual working. It's just a candle. No, gastrointestinal, lots of vomiting, etc. Okay. So what I want you to do, Brandon, here's one part. You can't operate in just the spiritual, but we're going to do both things. Let me ask you, have you taken anything for this? Or what have you taken? I love it. I sense no show. You're so welcome, Impressive Magic. Merci. Yes, and herbs they were supposed to be, hold on. Yes, I have a couple prescriptions for it. They are so. Okay. Um, you probably need to get a consultation with me so I can assist you the best. On the spiritual front, take an egg, go lay. All right, do you remember in the working ritual weekend how it felt to connect to the sources around you? To how to connect to that? Take an egg and place it on your stomach. And you're going to allow the egg to sit there until you feel a warmth come from your stomach and into the egg. You do this until your body is cold. Take this egg You can wrap it in aluminum foil. Do not break it. Otherwise, you'll release this again. Do that for 3 days. The other thing you're going to do is lick the back of your left hand, sprinkle salt on it. Every so often, take your tongue and tap the salt. It will subside. It will go away little by little. After 3 days, use 3 different eggs, by the way. 3 different eggs. Because one egg may crack if it's too much inside of you on a spiritual thing. Once this has happened, take these eggs. You can go bury them in the graveyard. Go put them in the water and a river that's running away from you. But do not crack them at all to any capacity. If someone else crack it, it's on them, but not on you. Okay? But you have to connect to it like we did at the Working Ritual Weekend last year. Feel that warmth. Okay? I thank you so very much for watching, everybody. And Brandon, if you need me, do not hesitate to reach out to me. All right? Y'all have a blessed one. Until next time. Merci. Breathe into it, Brandon. Breathe into it. I need for this to happen for you. So breathe out and into it. Okay?